If you clicked on this video, there's a good chance you've already asked yourself one question. What is my purpose? What am I actually supposed to be doing with my life? And if you don't have a clear answer yet, here's the first thing you should know. That's normal and you're not behind. I asked myself the same thing for years. When I was younger, everyone around me seemed to know exactly who they wanted to become. A doctor, an engineer, a teacher. And there I was, with a dozen scattered interests and no real direction at all. One evening I told my grandfather, I don't know what I'm meant to do. He stayed calm and said, You don't find your purpose by thinking about it. You find it by looking honestly at where your heart, your skill, and the world all meet in the same place. I didn't get it back then, but years later I learned he was describing a Japanese idea called Ikigai, your reason for being. The thing that gets you out of bed with actual energy. And here's the part that matters. It isn't a feeling you sit around waiting for. It's something you can map out on paper tonight. Ikigai comes down to 4 questions. What do you love doing? What are you good at? What does the world actually need? And what can you get paid for? Write them down, answer each one honestly, and watch for where the answers start to overlap. That overlap is the whole point. Let me break down what each piece means, because the overlaps are where the real strategy lives. Where what you love meets what the world needs, that's your mission. Where what the world needs meets what you can be paid for, that's your vocation. Where what you can be paid for meets what you're good at, that's your profession. And where what you're good at meets what you love, that's your passion. Now notice the trap. Most people get stuck living in just one of those overlaps. Passion with no income. A profession that pays the bills but drains you dry. A mission that helps people but can't sustain you. Each one feels close, but it's missing a piece. And that missing piece is exactly why something that should be working still leaves you restless. Ikigai is the center, the one spot where all 4 meet at the same time. Love, skill, contribution, and income together. That's your purpose, not a mood, a point of alignment. When I finally drew those 4 circles in a notebook and filled them in honestly, the picture got sharp fast. The things I loved, the things I was good at, and the things the world needed were all pointing in the same direction. I'd had the information the whole time. I just never put it in one frame where I could actually see it. So here's what I want you to do tonight. Take a piece of paper, draw 4 circles. Answer each question without overthinking it. The first honest answer, not the impressive one. Then look for where everything overlaps. And if 2 circles overlap but a third one doesn't, that tells you precisely what to build next. That's not a dead end. That's your instruction. It shows you the exact gap to close. That's the strategic edge of this whole framework. It turns a vague, overwhelming question into a clear map. Instead of asking, "What's my purpose?" and feeling paralyzed, you're asking, which circle is thin right now, and what's one move that strengthens it? Maybe you love the work and you're good at it, but no one's paying. So the task isn't to quit, it's to find who needs that skill. Maybe you're paid well and skilled, but empty inside. Then the work is reconnecting to something you actually care about. Every gap has a next step hiding in it. I genuinely like to know what your Ikigai turned out to be, so drop it in the comments. And if you know someone who feels stuck and can't find their direction, send them this. It might be the exact framework they need today. Take care of yourself. I'll see you in the next